Hi and welcome to this first video of the course Coaching Kids, How to Empower Children to Reach Their Potential. In this video I'm going to give you an introduction to coaching. At the end of this video you will hopefully be able to describe what coaching is, reflect on the aspects and characteristics of good coaching, and describe the link and relationship between coaching and children's development. So what is coaching? Coaching is a process and approach that empowers children to reach their potential. The two keywords in this definition are empowerment and potential. Empowerment means to make someone feel powerful enough to be able to tackle his own problems and come up with his own solutions. So empowerment is very closely related to independence. The Chinese proverb that says, "Feed a man a fish and you feed him for a day, teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime," echoes the essence of empowerment. Potential is, as you already know, an ability that the child has in himself but has not yet been manifested. So it's a potential, it's a talent that he has not yet reached but is able to reach. The psychologist Vygotsky has developed a theory called the zone of proximate development. And the zone of proximate development is basically a zone between what a child can do on his own, can do independently, and what a child can't do. The coach intervenes and helps a child to do something that he can do on his own with a little help, so that he's able to do what he can do on his own in the future without any support from any person outside. So that's again the key of coaching and the key of empowerment. So what is good coaching? Good coaching is coaching that makes a child feel understood. It makes a child feel self-aware, and it makes a child literally be self-aware as well. And it motivates children towards positive change. At the end of a coaching session, a good coaching session, children should be inspired and empowered. They should be inspired because they have been made aware of things that they haven't been aware before the coaching started. This might be awareness of their own feelings, awareness of their own behavior and reactions, or awareness of the problem and challenges that they want to tackle. And at the end of the coaching session, they will be inspired to do something about this problem. They will have new ideas that they have come up with to tackle this problem, and they feel motivated to do so because the coach has talked to them in a certain way that built their self-esteem. So what is a good coach? And what does a good coach do? A good coach does the things that we just described, but he also has some core ingredients that he uses in the coaching process. The first one is establishing rapport. Establishing rapport helps a child feel comfortable, confident and safe in the coaching process, and it's a prerequisite of coaching. If you delve into the psychological literature and you read about psychological assessment, then you always read that the first step towards any psychological assessment is establishing rapport. And if a psychologist does not establish rapport with his client or with the child, then the answers that the psychologist gets are less accurate and less valid, because the child is put under pressure and the answers that he gives are therefore not representative of answers that he could have given in a situation where he felt relaxed. So establishing rapport is key for the psychologist, but also for the coach, because coaching is very much about conversation. It's about talking. And if you don't establish rapport with a child, it's very difficult to get a child to open up to you, to talk to you about his problems and challenges, and to talk to you about what he feels and what he wants to achieve. So establishing rapport is key to the coaching process. The second thing is active listening. By active listening, a coach tries to open up a child a bit more. And active listening can be described as listening to understand and talking to understand. A lot of people, when they talk, they don't talk to understand, they talk to make a point or to explain something. Active listening is purely talking to understand the person better. So it's kind of summarizing what a child says. So just to summarize, am I understanding it correctly that you find it difficult to do your exam when there's a class full of people, and then the child might say yes, and then you could say, oh, would you be able to describe any other situations when you find it difficult to do any exams? So this questioning is purely to understand the child better, and that makes a child feel confident and open enough to discuss the things that really bother him, and as a result of which you will get more insight into this specific child's difficulties and how you can help this specific child. And another core ingredient is analyzing correctly. So with the information that you get as a coach, you make up a puzzle and you always test this puzzle with the child. So it's not you being the expert and saying, oh, this is what the child needs and this is what the child's problems are. It's actually the child indicating that to you, and you sensing that and summarizing that and feeding it back to the child. And on the hand of that, you adjust the picture and you make a picture that is, realistic and reflective of what the child says. It's something when the child sees that picture, he says, oh yes, that's my situation. I can really see that that's me. And you're just your only task is to feed that back to the child and to challenge the child to reach certain goals. And you motivate the child positively in the process. You make him feel understood, and you make him feel reassured, and you show confidence that he's able to tackle his own problems and come up with his own solutions. What about ineffective coaching? Ineffective coaching literally does the opposite of effective coaching, and effective coaching is what we just described. An ineffective coach doesn't listen to understand and doesn't talk to understand. He just talks to prove something and to show that he is the expert. So he doesn't make a child feel confident and puts the child down by the conversational techniques that he uses. I hope that you have gained a bit of understanding of coaching and the basic characteristics that make coaching effective and the basic characteristics that make coaching ineffective. I hope you join us in the next video when we will delve a bit more into the specific strategies that coaches use and learn a bit about how to use those tools inside of your coaching sessions. Thank you very much for watching.